There's no doubt that Zuk Z2 turned out to be a pretty cool device, but is it enough to outrun the success of its predecessor and raise the number of brand's fans? Let's find out. I won't say that device's look is perfect. This is a gadget with glass plates both in front and at rear panels. It looks really solid. One negative moment is thick edges made of plastic. That seems not so bad, but in my opinion the overall coolness of the phone slightly fades away. The gadget fits perfectly in palm, and it's a real pleasure to use it with one hand. The only thing is, the body is a little slippery, so I wouldn't recommend placing it on uneven smooth surfaces. Z2 is equipped with a nice fast fingerprint scanner. There were no faults during testing and I am extremely satisfied with the feature. By the way, there's no need to wake the smartphone screen up to activate the reader. The screen is very nice too. It is sharp, sensitive and saturated. Here we have a 5-inch Full HD IPS matrix, and I think it's enough for a smartphone, because 5.5 inches and more are for phablets, which is more than enough on the market. Viewing angles are awesome, image stays readable even under critical deviation. The brightness range is pretty wide, the maximum makes it comfortable to read the screen even under the sunlight, and the minimum provides no sight tension in the darkness. Speaking about cameras, selfie camera here is just not bad, but not more. The max video quality is Full HD. Well done at all, especially according to the device's price. The main camera is better, but too far from perfect. The photos are good, but it's not the level of Galaxy S7. At least we can see a distinct quality increase over Zuk Z1. Video recording quality is 4K. Links to the full-size photos and videos taken on the smartphone's cameras you can find in the description box below. The sound in headphones is excellent, volume and clearness do their best, but the multimedia speaker is good only in details, as for me the volume headroom could be bigger. In hardware, Zuk Z2 shows a great deal. It has Qualcomm Snapdragon 820 with an operating frequency in 2.5 GHz and Adreno 530 graphics. The manufacturer wasn't greedy on memory. There are 4 GB of RAM and 64 GB of storage. Because of the nice specs, you won't have to change the smartphone due to lack of performance in the next year or two. World of Tanks Blitz runs at 60 FPS and rarely at 55-58, which is pretty good. Besides, there are no problems with other hits like Mortal Kombat, Asphalt 8 and Modern Combat 5. For more than a week of testing, no freezes, no slowdowns or applications breaks have been found on Zuk Z2. The results of benchmark are also highly approved. Here are a few screenshots. Speaking about heating, the bad news it is high enough, especially when you play games like World of Tanks Blitz, but good news is that overheating will be noticed only by your hand. The device doesn't slow down even being heated. Feeding goes from the non-removable battery with 3500 mAh. With an average load, Z2 works for about 2 days, but if you like taking pictures and gaming, be prepared to charge the phone at least once a day. Batteries benchmark gave our device such points. Generally speaking, seems very good. For instance, it takes about 1 hour and 20 minutes to completely charge the phone with an original charger. As a firmware, Z2's got Google Android OS version 6.01 with the manufacturer's launcher ZUI. Lock screen here looks a bit strange, but it doesn't really matter. Unusual thing is also a quick settings bar, nowadays at the bottom. You can also customize gestures for the home button. For example, a simple tap sends you home, long tap going to sleep, double tap multitasking menu, swiping flips launches apps. I would say that one button for 1000 tasks is quite convenient, just a matter of habit. Overall, Android spirit dominates here with just a few changes in settings menu. Honestly, I was afraid that I couldn't get along with this interface, and fortunately I was wrong. Let's settle the results. Nowadays this guy can be bought in China for a pretty adequate price of about 300 bucks. For this money you get a device with a good screen, nice camera and snappy hardware. We are really pleased with Z2. I am sure its owners will be too, especially when stable Cyanogen mode will be released. I can easily recommend Zuk Z2 for buying. Links to stores where you can buy this gadget are in the description box. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe for our channel.